Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss a very important chapter, that is percentage.
Okay, here is a question of your GATE examination. In an exam, a student multiply a number by 3 by 5 instead of 5 by 3. What percentage error in calculation? Okay, so suppose there is a number x. This person, instead of multiplying it by 3 by 5, he multiply it by 5 by 3. So, what is the percentage error? So 5 by 3. In an exam, a student multiplied a number by 3 by 5 instead of 5 by 3. So 5 by 3 he multiplied, but actually he need to multiply by 3 by 5. So what is the error coming? You can simply find out, that is 5x by 3 minus 3x by 5. So this go in this side, this go this, 25x minus 9x upon 15. This comes out to be what? 16x upon 15, right? So this is the uh, change in error. Okay, and on what it got changed? It got changed on 3 by 5, right? So you can simply divide it by 3 by 5. 3 by 5. So this go in numerator, this comes here. So 16 into 5 divided by 15 into 3. This how you need to find out. So after calculating this, you will get the desired number. So 16 into 5 divided by 45, that is equivalent to 1.77 into 100. So that is 177 is the percentage error. Okay, next question. Okay, here is a question that if Ramesh is getting 30% marks, he failed by 15 marks, and Suresh scored 40% marks and obtained 35 marks more than the required to pass the passing percentages. Okay, okay, fine. So let's see the question. That Ramesh scored 30% marks and failed by 15 marks, and Suresh scored 40%. This is not marks, this is percent. Okay, 40% and obtained 35 marks more than the required to pass. Find the passing percentage marks. Okay, so you have to make a line like this. So we can use a line like this. Okay, so Ramesh scored 30% marks and failed by 15 marks. So you can just write that Ramesh scored somewhere 30% marks and how much he need, 15 marks more he required to pass the exam. So you can write here pass. Okay, and Suresh scored 40 marks, 40%. This was 40% as I told you, and he scored 35 marks more than the passing. So here 35 marks he scored more than the passing marks, right? So they ask you the passing percentage was how much. So you can see 30% marks that person scored, and he is shorting of how many marks? 15 marks to pass, right? If he scored more 15 marks, he could have passed the examination. If that person scored 40% marks, then he scored 35 marks more, right? 35 marks more than the required to pass. So they ask you how much is the passing percentage. So you can see there is a difference of 10% between these two, 30 to 40%. And how many marks lie between this? 15 plus 35, that is equivalent to your 50 marks. So you know that the value of 10%, that is 40 to 30, right? 30 to 40, that is the difference between them is 10%. So the value of this 10% is how much? 50 marks. So you can find out the maximum marks. Means in examination they can ask you anything. They can ask you the maximum marks. If they ask you the maximum marks, so to make 10% 100%, you need to multiply by 10, because your examination is of 100% marks, na? So 10 into 10, that is equivalent to 100. So if you multiply this by 10, you also need to multiply this by 10. So this comes out to be 500 marks. So the maximum marks of examination, if they ask you, is of 500 marks. Okay. And here what they are asking the passing marks. So the passing marks they are asking. So from here you come to know the value of 10% marks is how much? 50. So you can find out the value of 1% marks, right? So if you divide it by 10, here also divided by 10, you will find that 1% marks value is 5 marks. So you know that the person who was failing the examination scored 30%, and rest he also required 15% more to pass the examination. So to make 1% 30, you have to multiply it by 30. Similarly, you need to multiply this by 30 also. So this comes out to be 30%, and the marks comes out to be 150 marks. And after scoring even 30%, means you know that the 30% value is how much? 150 marks. After even scoring 30%, he is shorting of 15 marks. So you will add 15 marks to it. So 150 plus 15 marks, this will come out to be 165 marks. So how much marks he is required to pass? That is 165 marks if you convert it in percentage. So 165 marks upon total marks, that is 500 marks, right? Percentage is with reference to the total, right? So after doing this comes out to be how much? 5 table, right? So 100, and this comes out to be 30, 33. 33 by 100, you need to convert it in percentage, so multiply by 100. This fraction, whatever the fraction, if you need to convert it in percentage, you will multiply it by 100. So this comes out to be 33%. So the passing percentage is how much? 33% is the passing percent. So this is your answer. That is 33%. Okay.
If the side of a square is increased by 10%, then find the net change in area. So square side, okay, so earlier suppose its side was 10 or 100, okay, and now it is increased by 10%, means 110. So what is the value of square, that is, or area of square, that is side into side? So 100 into 100, this is old, and the new one is what? Area of square, that is 110 into 110. This comes out to be 12100, and this comes out to be 10000. You can simply cut two zeros. So there is a change of 21 and 21, right? 100 to 121. So there is a change of 21 number, and what number it got changed on 100? So 21 by 100, this is equivalent to what? It equivalent to 0.21. Now you have to change it in percentage, so you will multiply by 100. This comes out to be 21%. So 21% is the net change in the value. If the radius is increased by 10% and height decreased by 20% of cylinder, find the percentage change in volume of cylinder. Okay, so if radius is increased by 10%, so suppose earlier the radius was 100, now it increased by 10%, means it is 110, right? This is radius. And the height, earlier it was 100, now it is decreased by 20, so the new height will be 80. So what is the formula for the cylinder? That is pi r square h. This is the formula for cylinder. So cylinder old equal to cylinder new. So earlier it was 100 into 100, so pi into 100 into 100, pi r square into height. Height is what? 100, right? So this is equivalent to pi into new height, a new radius, that is 1010 into 1010, and the new height, that is 80. From this can be cancelled out, pi pi, right? From this can be cancelled out, 0, then this 0, then this. Okay, this comes out to be 1000. 10 into 10 into 10, equivalent to 11 into 11. 11 into 11 is what? 11 into 11 is your 121, and 121 multiplied by 8. So this will give you the value. This will give you value. Okay, 121 into 8, that is equivalent to 968. So how much is the change? Change is of 32. 32, right? And on what number it got changed? On 1000 it got changed. So 32 divided by 1000. This is equivalent to what? You can find out 32 divided by 1000. This is 0.032. Now you have to make it in percentage, so you will multiply it by 100. So after multiplying it by 100, this comes out to be 3.2%. So the change is 3.2%. Okay. Due to decrease in the price of sugar by 20%, a man can buy 60 kg more for 1200. Then find the original price of the sugar. So this is price. Earlier it was 100 rupees, but it got decreased by 20%. So now it is of 80 rupees. The opposite you have to do with quantity, 80 kg to 100 kg. Now you have the difference between them is what? 20 kg. But you have to make this 20 kg equivalent to 60. To make it 60, you have to multiply by 3, right? Because he is buying actually how much? 60 kg more. But here you can say it is 20, so you have to make this 20 into 60, so you have to multiply it by 3. Similarly, you have to multiply it by 3, and this also 3. This comes out to be 240. This comes out to be 300. So now the difference is what? 60, right? 60. So now the condition is satisfied. So 60 kg more for rupees 1200. Find the original price. So 240 he was, this was old means what? Original or earlier one. 240 kg he used to buy at 1200. So now you can find out. Now you can find out that is 1200 divided by 240. That is equivalent to the price. So earlier the price of 1 kg sugar was 5 rupees. Very simple.
Okay, so here is a question. Due to decrease in the price of sugar by 25%, a man can buy 20 kg more for rupees 120. Then find the original price per kg. So due to decrease in the price of sugar by 25%. So earlier, suppose the price of sugar was 100 and there is a decrease by 25%. So 100, as I told you, every person is 100% itself. So decrease means minus 25. So it will be 75% of that number that we assume, that is 100. So 100, 75% you can find out. So this comes out to be 75. Okay. So 100 after decrease of 25% will become 75, right? So this will be your price, and the opposite of it you have to do it with weight. So because of this you can now 75 become 100 kg. Okay, as I told you, you just reverse whatever the price change, you have to reverse it with the weight. So you can see there is a difference. So because of this, man can buy 20 kg more for rupees 120. So here you can see there is a change of 25 kg, but here they are saying that because of this it is becoming 20 kg. He is buying 20 kg. So here you can see it is 25, but here it is, you have to make it 20 kg. So in order to make 25 kg as 20 kg, what you have to multiply? You have to multiply it by 20 by 25. So this 25 get cuts and it become 20 kg, right? So here you can see the change is of 25 kg. To make this change 25 kg into 20 kg, because in question they said the change is of 20 kg, right? Because of that you are able to buy 20 kg more. So you have to multiply it by 20 by 25. So multiplying, if you are multiplying this 25 kg by 20 by 25 to make it 20 kg, so you have to multiply all of them by 20 by 25. This also multiply by 20 by 25. This also multiply by 25. So this comes out to be 3 into 20, that is 60 kg. And this comes out to be 4 into 20, that is 80 kg. Right? Now the equation comes out to be correct. 80 kg earlier he used to buy, and now he is buying 80 kg because of the down of the or the fall of the price. Means 20 kg more he is buying. And for this 20 kg more, how much he is paying? 120 rupees. Right? Find the original price per kg. So this was earlier he is buying, so earlier is what? Original price. And this will be what? This will be his new price, right? So they are asking you the original price, that is the last price that he's paying, because this is the new price that he's paying. So for 60 kg he was paying how much? He was paying 120 rupees. So from this you can find out per kg value. So per kg value will be what? If you divide it by 60, this will become 1 kg. So if you divide this by 60, you also need to divide this by 60. So 1 kg value will be 2 rupees, right? So the value of 1 kg will be 2 rupees. So the answer of this question is 2 rupees. Okay, thank you.